Who is it?
Friend, hold your fire. That was you I saw coming down the hall about 40 miles an hour.
Sorry if I bothered you. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, that's okay. It just startled me, that's all. You know, the door. Sounded like a small explosion.
What'd I do, wake up all the interns?
For a second, maybe. What's up?
I'm mad.
Yeah, I figured. What about?
Delia. She's about to wreck what's left of her life. Pretty soon there won't even be any pieces to pick up.
What's she gonna do, move in with Roger?
Close. She's running away with him. They're planning a trip to exotic places.
A short trip or what?
I don't know. All I know is the money is gonna flow until her head's spinning and she's not even in touch with the person she really is. And when she's on the verge of a nervous breakdown, he's gonna leave her. He's gonna go on to some new love and leave her to the mercy of God knows who or what.
You know, it might not turn out like that. Why are you predicting the absolute worst?
Because that's what I'm afraid of. I'm predicting the worst because I know how Roger treats the people he supposedly loves the best. Buck, he's gonna destroy her.
Oh, okay, come on. We've already been through this conversation. But you know, I'm still worried about you taking somebody else's future on your own shoulders.
Look, I'm concerned. She's my sister-in-law. She's family. I can't just say I don't give a damn.
Oh, now, come on. The ties between you and Delia are more than just plain family.
Yeah, well, I guess it seems that way to you because you've never had a close friend who's also a relative. I grew up with Delia.
Hey, now, look, what you're talking about, I don't have now, but I did. With my Aunt Nell.
Yeah, I'm sorry you did. I'm too messed up to talk to anybody right now.
Oh, look, I didn't mention Nell to make you feel worse. I just wanted to make a point, that's all. I have had a special, close relationship with a relative. I mean, I held Nell's hand through a lot of really bad times with her. And I'm telling you, what you have with Delia is different. I mean, there's a whole different dimension.
Look, I'm not in love with my brother's wife.
I never said you were.
That was all over in high school, and it's never come back. All that's left now is kind of a harmony. See, I know how she reacts to things. I know what she needs. And what she needs is structure, a sense of belonging. She needs people around her who know her, who knew her parents. With Roger in Marrakesh or Timbuktu or wherever, she's gonna get afraid. She's gonna go right back into all those self-destructive patterns. I just don't want her to get hurt.
I can understand that.
Like you didn't want Nell to get hurt.
But I couldn't save her, you know. I finally had to admit that and let her go.
Well, Bucky, this is different.
I think that's what I've been trying to say. You can't protect her forever.
Look, I know that. That would be no good to anybody. All I want is... I just feel like I want to sleep for about a year.
So sleep. Do you more good than I can.
Yeah, thanks anyway.
You worry about Dee, I worry about you.
I'm okay.
Right. Lights out?
Please.
coming and who's going? Soapnet has a status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, Ingo Rademacher and Vanessa Marcel Giovinazzo say so long to poor Charles.
Wow.
And Constance Towers is back as troublemaker Helena.
It's true.
On One Life to Live, Tony Award-winning actress LaShawns debuts as Yvette, while Tuck Watkins returns as David Vickers.
What do you think about that?
And on All My Children, Josh Duhamel, Eva LaRue, and Torsten Kay take one more trip to Pine Valley.
I'm here to stay.
Keep up with the latest status updates on Soapnet and ABC.com.
If you have diabetes, mealtime is now a triple treat. Call for not one, not two, but 3 diabetic cookbooks, all free, featuring delicious meals, tasty snacks, and yummy desserts. You'll also get this free poster-sized meal planning guide with easy-to-follow directions for good eating.
If you have diabetes and are on Medicare, you qualify for these 3 free cookbooks and free meal planning guide. Call 1-800-796-3838.
With your free set of 3 cookbooks, you can enjoy more of the food you love, like delicious oven-fried chicken, mouth-watering desserts like lemon meringue pie, and tasty snacks like cheesy potato skins. If you have diabetes, call this toll-free number now.
For your 3 free cookbooks and free meal planning guide, call 1-800-796-3838. That's 1-800-796-3838.
I live alone and rarely have visitors. So when I slipped and fell in the kitchen last month and couldn't get to a phone, I knew I was in trouble.
Help!
I could barely move.
Help!
I tried calling for help, but no one could hear me. As I lay there, I couldn't help but think of my kids and grandkids having to go on without me. I was terrified. It took 8 hours for my neighbor to find me. It could have been the end of me. That's when I knew I needed Life Alert. With just one press of this button, I'm connected to the Life Alert Center, where I can get the help I need, even when I cannot reach a phone. With Life Alert, I'm never alone.
For a free Life Alert brochure, please call 1-800-691-6448. That's 1-800-691-6448. Call us toll-free now at 1-800-691-6448. 1-800-691-6448.
Now, just in case you get the munchies.
You're spoiling me.
Oh, and you'll love it. Oh, I'm home.
Oh. Do me a favor and turn the clocks back about 3 or 4 days, or maybe just stop time altogether, and I would be happy forever.
You'd also be pregnant forever. Uh-oh. You have a cold nose. Let me get the Afghan.
Oh, don't you dare
Now,
move.
do you want to do something dumb like get a cold? You could be warm in 2 minutes.
I'm warming up right now.
Come on, Jillian.
Uh-huh. Cold nose, warm heart. Hush.
You're impossible.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know that, too. You haven't given me a progress report today.
I'm lots better.
Well, that's wonderful, but I was really asking after our baby. How much did she grow?
Well, I think my waist is about 1 inch bigger. But anyway, I want to hear all about your day.
Hey, would you consider naming her Erin? I've decided Pegeen is a little too, Irish or something.
Would you do me a favor and let's not settle on a name right now?
Maud is an interesting name.
Come on, I want to hear about this wild, hectic day that you said you had.
It was wild and hectic. You want details, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got some motion papers just under the deadline. And then I went to see Judge Dowling. And then I did some city council business over lunch. And I also stopped by to see little John. And that was really sad.
He's all right.
Oh, yeah, Mom had him the whole day, of course, but when I was looking for him upstairs, I kind of ran into the middle of a battle between Jack and Mary. Actually, it was more of a massacre. He was really ripping into her.
I knew he would start to do that.
Yeah, well, I tried stopping it, but not for long, I'm sure. It seems he was yelling something about Da, but the real problem is the pregnancy. Do you know that he refuses to let Mary talk about the baby in his presence? She says it threatens him, and I know he's sick, but I still think he's a self-absorbed fool. If I were Mary, I'd walk right out on him.
Would you?
Until he cooled down, yeah. I don't care how much she loves him and understands him. There's some things you just don't tolerate.
No, No, of course not.
What is it?
I don't know.
I'm too damn cheerful.
Oh, no. No, you're perfect. It's just that I love you. I love you so much.
Look, if you've had a slight overdose of Frank Ryan this weekend, you just tell me.
Hey, these days have been the very best of my entire life. I mean, we've had a stretch of uninterrupted evenings and mornings and nights. And they have been so precious to me. So precious.
I believe you.
You know, even the phone calls have been wonderful. I mean, I suddenly thought that when I called you yesterday at your office, I hadn't thought to think if it was a safe time. Because this whole week has been safe.
Well, don't talk like it's all over.
Well, you don't talk about an overdose. There's no such thing. It's just the opposite. I can't get enough of you.
Oh, go away. Could this possibly be anybody important?
Faith? Mary?
We'll get back to this. Mind if I come in?
I love you. I have all these years. Roger's the only person I can turn to now, but he's not my first choice. Frank wasn't either. It's always been you, Patty. We belong together. We always have, and we always will. Always, Patty.
Dee, we're not getting married.
All I did, I bought a cheap little ring I showed to a few friends. I mean, you couldn't call everything off.
It's not just you playing that we're engaged. It's everything.
No, that's not it. You're furious at me because of it. That's it. I mean, you love me. I mean, you couldn't have stopped loving me. I know that.
We're too young. We're in too deep. Your brother's calling and asking me why you cried all night. I come home and I find you in my bedroom.
Because I had to see you. Because I had to settle this.
Well, you're right. We do. Come sit down a minute. Look, I got college and medical school to get through. I can't take on any more responsibilities.
You don't have to marry me now.
I have to back off and let you back off, date other guys.
No, I don't want to date other guys.
Dee, I can't handle what we have. It's too heavy.
That you don't want me.
That's not what it's about.
Just tell me that you don't love me. Say it. Say it. Say, Delia, I don't want to make love to you anymore. Say it. That's what I thought.
We've shared an awful lot. I care about you. I really care.
I know. Remember all our promises?
I found out I can't keep mine.
You said that you would love me. You said that you would take care of me. I believed you.
I didn't understand then.
I said I would love you. I'd love you more than anybody else in the whole world, and I do, Pat, and I do.
It's just the wrong time.
Well, wait. Well, wait, I don't have to tell people that I'm engaged now. We'll make it official when you get me a real ring. Maybe in a year, 2 years. I don't mind.
We gotta break up.
No.
I'm not gonna be ready in 2 years. Or 5 years. I don't know if I'll ever be ready.
No. No, you don't mean that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Pat Ryan. You're gonna be very sorry. Because I'm not gonna be so easy to forget. No matter how hard you try to ignore me, you won't be able to, because deep down inside you'll be thinking about me. Doesn't matter how many girls there are. If you sleep with 100 other girls, it'll always be Delia. 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 Someday, Pat, I'm gonna get you back.
A family in ruin.
You have destroyed my family.
We'll need a new leader.
If Stefano and EJ go to prison, does that mean that Chad becomes the head of their family?
But can Chad handle the pressure?
You blew it all to pieces for every one of us.
Watch Days of Our Lives, weeknights at 6 and 11 on Soapnet.
The moment is finally here.
Who are you? I'm Todd Manning.
This week.
You took my family, you took my identity, you took my life.
You're a fake, and you are a freak.
Two Todds face off.
Go ahead and shoot me.
Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on Soapnet.
What can a tiny grain of rice do? It can't run or even walk. But man, can that little rice fly. Just 90 seconds from the microwave to the table. It's my Uncle Ben's Ready Rice. Begin with Ben and get to family time faster.
Mud.
Yeah, Dirt.
Do you think the two of us will ever find the one?
Well, we've been left behind by so many mops and brooms.
Oh, man!
But we have got
See ya!
each other.
What about
Swiffer attracts dirt. The 2-in-1 Swiffer Sweeper uses electrostatic dry cloths to trap and lock more dirt than a broom, and uses dirt-dissolving wet cloths to clean better than a mop.
You're quite the pickup artist.
2-in-1 Swiffer Sweeper gives cleaning a whole new meaning.
This summer, the party's on Soapnet.
We have a party to rock.
You'll never take over my life.
Nothing is going to change how I feel about you.
I love Can't Die, baby.
Oh, it is so on.
What? Shut up!
And you won't believe who's coming.
You're back.
This is one summer shindig you don't want to miss.
I am ready to have the summer of my life.
Only on Soapnet.
Down.
Thank you. They're lovely.
They reminded me of summer.
I guess I should put these in water right away.
I'll take care of them.
So, have a seat. Unless you're in a hurry.
I just stopped by to see how things were going.
Beautifully. Even the headache stopped.
Oh, good. Good. How's the vision?
Oh, remarkable. You see, we have this small clock in the bedroom, and she can even see the numerals without squinting.
Well, I'm glad that everything's going so well. When I didn't hear from you again, I got a little worried.
I'm sorry. I really did mean to call, but the days, they just slip by so fast.
Are you Jill's personal physician by any
Frank,
chance?
please. I asked Annika to stay in touch because I was feeling a little shaky at the hospital.
I see.
I take it the pregnancy's not giving you any more trouble, huh?
No, I've been doing a lot of resting.
You know, I seem to recall saying this to you before, but perhaps I didn't make myself clear then. I am responsible for Jill and for the baby. And this gives me a great deal of pleasure. And if any of us need any help, I'm sure to call anyone but you.
Frank, please.
I just want everything out front.
No. I remember you saying that, and I understood it then. See, but just because...
But just because it's getting a little bit late, I'm going to ask you to leave. And thank you for the flowers. They're really lovely. I'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm going back to work.
I don't know if that's wise.
Well, it's wise. It's Jill's decision. It's absolutely none of your business.
Now, I started to say this a minute ago. I'm well aware of the fact that you and Jill are in love, you're having a baby, you're planning to get married. But surely she can still have friends.
She has many.
And you object to my being one of them?
Yes.
Why is that? Because I'm a man?
Because you're a man with amorous intentions that just won't quit.
I wish you'd explain to him that I have officially dropped the race. I have dropped any amorous attentions that I may have had for Jill. She and I discussed it several times in the hospital.
Look, let's not go any deeper into this, okay? And please don't give him the impression that you choose my friends, because that's ridiculous.
True. I do not choose any of Jill's friends, but I still don't want you hanging around her.
And you think I'm a controlling person, huh?
The two of you are headed for one of your monumental clashes, and I would like to avoid that.
Well, just tell him to go home and leave you alone.
Obviously, it's not bothering Jill.
Well, it's bothering me, and I'm an invited guest who happens to be spending the night here. Now, listen, if this were my house, I'd kick you out, probably. But since it's not quite, I'll just tell you to get out.
I swear, he is something out of 19th century Ireland. How can you stand him?
And how can you stay any damn longer in a place where you're not wanted? Where's your pride, Doctor?
I pride myself on not being bullied by any man, and that definitely includes
now,
you.
Now, the two of you just stop this right
wait,
now.
honey, why don't you just go about someplace for about 5 minutes where you can't hear us? Take a shower.
Might be a good idea, Jill.
Look, I'm not going anywhere. Now, I've avoided this long enough. Now, the three of us have to sit down and settle this once and for all. Now, I want you to keep quiet and just let me talk. Because I have something that I have to tell both of you.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on Soapnet.
Join us for The Chew, a new talk show that's made fresh every day.
Wait till you try this.
With expert advice.
My favorite prosciutto comes from Iowa, but fortunately, they deliver.
Dish towels that make the perfect napkins for messy backyard barbecues. The hottest trends.
Pulled chicken tacos from the Korean barbecue truck. Delicious.
And useful tips.
Smaller shrimp are less expensive and just as tasty in my yummy gumbo.
Join The Chew for a bite. Weekdays, coming Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
We spend a lot of time on the feed because a chicken is what it eats.
This seal verifies we feed my fresh, all-natural chickens an all-vegetarian diet, including corn, soybeans, and marigolds.
No animal byproducts, no meat and bone meal.
When you put my chicken on the table, you know where it came from.
Brilliant color that defies damage. Thank you, Herbashine from Garnier. Herbashine, the only hair color with bamboo extract. Bamboo, like naturally strong. This amazing color actually fortifies my hair. And the color, in a word, radiant. And talk about shine. No ammonia, no worries, and not a gray in sight. 10 minutes for color like this? I spend more time getting into skinny jeans. Garnier Herbashine hair color. Fortified color, certified brilliant. Garnier, take care.
Add whole grains to your morning with Special K multigrain oats and honey cereal. A blend of rolled oats and honey-kissed multigrain flakes is a delicious way to make your breakfast beautiful.
She's been a friend, the mother of your children, a soulmate. Isn't it time to let that special someone know exactly how you feel? Give her the gift she always wanted. Give her a polio vaccine.
It's perfect.
Whatever cause you're passionate about, give it as a gift at changingthepresent.org.
We asked Bradford Anderson to name all the Spinelli nicknames he could remember. Go.
Stone Cold Mr. Serpacino-esque one, Maximista, Blonde One, Original Blonde One, Prince Pectoral, Big Daddy Stone Cold the Goddess, the Divine One, Bad Blonde One, the Demented One, the Valkyrie, the Brusque Lady of Justice. I could be here for literally 3 days, probably.
See who Spinelli will nickname next on General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on Soapnet. Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Did I wake you?
No.
I didn't want you to leave the house like that. You were really upset and angry.
Forget it. I just feel like I need to be alone and straighten my head out.
Well, can I talk to you for a few minutes?
I don't think there's anything left to say.
I'd like to try.
All right.
I know I've talked to you about Roger a lot, but I think there are a couple of things that you don't understand at all.
I've known Roger for years. I understand perfectly.
Yeah, well, I would like to tell you why I'm going away with him and why I'll probably get married to him. So.
Hey, that's between you and Roger. Just leave me out of it. You've got a perfect right to have your own independent life.
You don't blame me for needing somebody, do you?
No. I'm sorry for that particular choice of man. But I understand that it's not in your nature to stay alone. Look, I hope I'm all wrong about him. If he can make you happy, I'll be happy.
Well, I think all I expect right now is just a little bit of peace and a little bit of affection. I mean, if I didn't know what happiness was, I probably would find Roger thrilling. But you see, I really know what happiness is. Because I found it. And I found it with you.
Well, there's no need to go into that.
Memories come back to me sometimes. That's something I can't help. Doesn't that happen to you?
I told you months ago that I got all that under control.
Well, you seem awfully controlled right now. In fact, you're sounding like a robot. Patty, just talk to me like yourself. Thank you.
I'm tired, Dee. I think you better go home.
Nobody's expecting me home. Little John's not even expecting me home. I have one thing that I have to ask you. I know that my loving you doesn't make things work for us. So is it that you feel uncomfortable with me because of the family? Because if that's true, there's nothing I can do about that. But here in your room, you can forget about everything outside. Maybe we could have an honest goodbye.
You're making it sound like you're gonna disappear forever.
Please?
Look, I don't think... Look, we don't have to say goodbye. Look, I told you a million times that we're still gonna be friends. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. That's ridiculous. Hey, we don't have to say goodbye.
Patty, you feel so good.
Hey, we're just asking for trouble.
Why is this trouble? This isn't wrong. You know, it's wrong to try to hide up all the beautiful feelings that we've had for each other. See, I'm not afraid of those. I was a much better person when we were lovers. See, we were sweet, and we were gentle to each other. And when you loved me, I felt so good about myself. Patty, when you touched me,